Hello, everybody, and welcome to Monday morning. It's 10 a.m. Central Time. This is The Indoor Farmer. I'm your host, Waylon, The Indoor Farmer. We're on episode 199, dangerously close to that 200 mark. Oh, wow. You know what? It's been a long road. It's been a long time coming to those 200 episodes once a week, every week. If you are seeing this, you might be catching the replay. Looks like we are live, but I'm not seeing my own numbers popping out. That's weird. Maybe there's a glitch. Is anybody here? Anyway, so we're going to play the intro. We'll be right back. What is this, about 3.5 minutes? Or about 4 minutes. We'll be right back. If you could hit that like button, share it out with some friends, and head over to Rumble, where the real party's at. We'll be right back. Let's grow.
In a cozy corner of the city, where the wildfire's strong and bright, lives a man named Waylon, with his green thumb at his mic. He's not your typical farmer, no fields, no barn, no plow. His farm's indoors, his harvest shared on the airwaves now. Waylon the indoor farmer, with his podcast every night. He's sowing seeds of knowledge, making our world a little more bright. From Sunday through to Thursday, his voice is on the line, bringing folks together, making learning so divine. On Sunday, games are rolling, at 5:30 they start. The Indoor Farmers Game Night, where laughter plays a part. Monday brings his story, how he learned to farm and grow. The Indoor Farmer shares his journey, making it a show. With every episode, a chapter of his life, teaching us to live more green, reducing all our strife. Waylon the indoor farmer, with his podcast every night. He's sowing seeds of knowledge, making our world a little more bright. From Sunday through to Thursday, his voice is on the line, bringing folks together, making learning so divine. Tuesdays for the reviews of people, places, things. Waylon's got the scoop, from artisans to local wings. Wednesday we grow Wednesday, where the mind expands, discussing food and farming with experts from the lands. He's not just growing plants, but communities as well. Through his microphone he casts a spell. Thursday, people in the boxes, where stories intertwine, with guests from all walks sharing what they've seen. Each podcast is a seed planted in our mind. Waylon's cultivation of culture and of kind. Waylon the indoor farmer, with this podcast every night. He's sowing seeds of knowledge, making our world a little more bright. From Sunday through to Thursday, his voice is on the line, bringing folks together, making learning so divine. So if you're feeling lonely or need a touch of green, tune into Waylon's podcast, where the urban farms the scene. He's not just farming indoors, he's harvesting our thoughts. Waylon the indoor farmer, connecting all the dots. He's not just growing indoors, he's harvesting our thoughts. Waylon the indoor farmer, connecting all the dots. In a cozy corner of the city, where the wildfire's strong and
Named Waylon. Oh, hey, we're back. We're back. Intro is over with. It's time to go. It's time to have a show. It's Monday, 8/25/2025. 25/25 today. And it's been, it was a long weekend. I did get a lot done. We're going to play a bunch of the video from my little adventure rebuilding my little temporary fence. I have to say temporary because I didn't rebuild it the way that it's going to be built, eventually. But it keeps the dogs in, and that's all we care about. So we're going to show you guys. I made it look a lot nicer than it was, and I gave the dogs more room to run. So that's super important when I have a not a big yard, Anyway, this is episode 199, and I'm your host, Waylon the Indoor Farmer. We are if you're watching this, you're watching the replay. So hit the comments. Tell me what you think. Well, we're gonna do the show anyway. Maybe I can try and tag a couple friends. Looks like my algorithm got destroyed or something. Let's see. I guess I can tag a friend or two. It's not fun to do this while I'm on screen. You know what? I'm not tagging anybody. Everybody's got my schedule. If they want to watch the show, they can watch the show. If you like the show, appreciate it. Maybe you watch it later. That's cool. All right. We got Mr. Sprout with us. Hell yeah. Appreciate you, Mr. Co-host. Oh, hey, John Doe's the only person here. Hey, what's up, John? I'll say hi to you when you're the only person here. It's great. Hey, there's a couple people. It's interesting. All right, we're going to pull up. Let me get the... Let's see. We'll get the chat over here. Cullen, what's up? Looks like I got looks like I got destroyed on the internet in some way. Everything's gone. Technical issues, maybe. Everything took a long time to get going. It was weird. It seemed like the live wasn't live for a minute. Anyway, we're not trying to be waiting for people. We got to do a show here. We got plenty of stuff to show you guys. Anybody that misses out, they missed out. They're gonna have to watch the replay. First thing I want to show you, I guess, is it's cool. Let's see. Let me show you. Pull it up. I found a little stat that I thought was cool about my hashtag. Check this out. This is a couple days ago. 8.4 million posts of the hashtag WT. Oh, that's WTF. Interesting. You know what? I guess I took that picture wrong. I do want to see how many there are, though. It didn't show me. Anyway, we'll check that later. So let me show you guys what this mess looked like, and a whole bunch of old NOS cans that I used to drink. Used to drink the energy drinks. Not anymore. You know what I'm drinking today, guys? Actually, let me pull up. Let me do this. And I have to get some music playing, otherwise my headphones will shut off on me. It's less than convenient. Let's see. Get some tunes playing so that we'll just play them low. Anyway, this is a picture of the way I built my fence. Let's see if that's audible. Can't hear it yet. Oh, there it goes. All right. So I built my fence here a long time ago, like a year or two ago, to keep my dogs in, and it worked well for that. It's all hodgepodge together with zip ties and PVC pipe to keep it rigid, and it's crazy. These little pieces of fence right here are actually like a foot tall fence that you put around landscaping and stuff, and I attached 3 of them together. So there's 3 layers of those short fences tied together, and then a bunch of random loose chain link fence that I got for free. Just a bunch of. There's an old bed frame that was helping to hold it up. It was because the fence was kind of leaning one way. It wasn't tight enough. And man, it was just ridiculous. Now clearly you can see my plants; they're going crazy. This little girl here is gonna flower, but it definitely doesn't look like a healthy plant. It's Just gonna let it do its thing. Hugs to all. Okay. Okay. Hugs. Oh, you know, I meant to pull up what I was drinking. What I'm drinking today, I have some water with Hydrate from SunMed. Hydrate. It's a lemon lime flavor. It's got broad spectrum electrolytes, water soluble hemp supplement. It's got, you know, those electrolytes. Had a hot day yesterday, and it's got a kick to the flavor a bit, but it's not bad. It's doable, especially for those awesome electrolytes. Hey, thanks, Diane. Come on over to Rumble if anyone has Rumble. John Doe, I'm gonna probably block you, bro. You're gonna have to get blocked, man. I don't need to deal with that. Whatever you got going on. So I don't really block many people, but I'll just tell you straight up, whatever that is not my thing. Whatever you like, whatever you're doing there, bud, you can just go do it somewhere else. And Alan, hi Alan, hello to you. I know you're saying hello to everybody, but how are you? Okay, next. Okay, yeah, so this fence is being held up by this ladder, this little ladder right here. And chat, you didn't even talk, James. You were here for 2 seconds. What are you talking about? Have a nice day. Please remember to like, share, and follow. Be safe and stay lifted. Okay, well, thanks for stopping through, man. Anyway, this ladder here is like just a really thin, lightweight aluminum ladder. We got these bricks down in here, which you can't see because the grass has grown up around them. These are actually big like cinder blocks. And there's like a slight hill right here, but you can't see it because it's hard to mow in this area. That's one thing that really sucks about fences. You have to build it in a way that you can get around it with weeding and stuff like that. Okay, Joe Dan, what am I supposed to call you as you come up with a different name every fucking time you come in here, guy? Just go somewhere else. See you later. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh, yeah, this crazy hodgepodge, like weighting it down, and even that doesn't keep it down. So anyway, watch this. Get to see a little. Here you go, John. You can get a laugh about this. My shirtless body, my chubby man bod right here. There you go. Need to get some more exercise. I'll tell you what. I don't eat too much. I don't exercise enough. But I also think there are some. I don't know if you guys have seen these advertisements of different. I don't know if they're supplements, but anyway, I've seen advertisements on Facebook where they talk about that the belly fat it's not just from eating food, it's from all this other crap that's in our food, glyphosate and all these other things, and we're unhealthy because of these not supplements, but these preservatives and all this other stuff. And so it's sad, but I need to get some exercise. You know what I mean? This is what happens when an athletic body stops exercising. Just the gut, just the belly only. Hey James, what's up? Almost back? Nice. So I had to rip this chain link fence away from this bush. I've been chopping at the bush. You can kind of see it looks crazy, but I've been just chopping off as much as the top stuff as I could, and anything that comes through the fence. This was a pain in the ass. I had to kind of chop it out some and pull it out and just kind of do what I could. And I had the dogs outside with me. Of course, they didn't want to be inside. So I had to leash them up, which they're not used to being done, and they didn't like that. It's annoying me the whole time. But we got it done. We got a couple more. We got some time-lapse videos. It's going to be cool. Got a lot of footage for tomorrow too. Want to tease that as much as possible. Got a lot of good footage from the event yesterday. Mr. Sprout. Anyway, I did what I had to do to keep the dogs, give the dogs a fence, even though it's not my end goal. My end goal is there's a fence now they have that's like a fiberglass or something like that is like one piece. It's all one piece. It goes, solid instead of like a wooden privacy fence has the space in between each piece of wood, and you're going to end up getting weeds all growing through that too. So I want to get this new thing. I've seen it on Facebook a couple times. It's kind of see-through, but it's kind of it's a little bit opaque, or you can't really. It's like blurry, In fact, I don't know. Let me do this real quick. Make sure the audio's in there. Okay. I've seen it advertised a few times. I think they're a little bit cheaper as well because it's not wood, but that's going to be my goal. Did a seed trade with Josh. Nice. It was awesome meeting you yesterday. Hey, what's up? Thanks for hanging out and trying our products. It was awesome meeting you, and hopefully it won't be the last time on our paths cross. Yeah, heck yeah, man. I mean, I'm always, people think I'm live all the time, but I do have a schedule, and I keep to it as much as possible. We didn't go live yesterday because of obvious reasons, but for the most part, I don't really take many days off. Every now and then, I'll take a week off, like once a year or so. Heck yeah! If you guys haven't, if you see the FK Productions, go ahead and give them a follow. I know there's going to be. I'm hoping a bunch of the vendors will come through tomorrow during the review show. That should be interesting. Get you guys some more advertising. Speaking of advertising, my friends from Soil Food gave me a big old package of goodies with multiple worm castings and liquid nutrients, jungle juice they call it. I got jungle flower powder in here. And also, I guess I'll tease it. I should talk about it tomorrow, but we've got them on the game night wheel. We've got some new sponsors. We've got some returning sponsors. I got a whole bunch of goodies yesterday, so we're going to talk about it mostly tomorrow. But yeah, pretty exciting. And I want to start talking about this more. I plan to change the times again. I don't think 10 o'clock is working for game night. I think we're going to go to 1 o'clock in the afternoon on a Sunday. Look, I know there's probably football games and all that kind of stuff. I'm thinking we might also check the scores once in a while for you football watchers during the game. During the game night, we can take a quick second and look at a tab that's got current game scores. That might be somewhat helpful to those who want to keep track of the score. Yeah, this was a tedious process, but I still got a lot more to cut down. But now that I got the fence out of the way, I can just use a chainsaw at the bottom and just kind of clear it out. Kayla, good morning. Head over to Rumble, everybody. If you have Rumble, head on over to Rumble. That's where it's at. So I'm taking all this material from the bush, or multiple bushes, obviously. I'm going to take all this stuff, put it in my gully where my yard is kind of sinking, and keep trying to build up more new fresh soil. It's working, but I also kind of need something to put behind it, like big rocks or something like that down the hill. So it's another project for another time. Yep. So I screwed this up. I rolled the fence up from both ends, and then I had to unroll it and wrap it up into one roll just so I could move it and roll it out. And then check this out. I had a bunch of bamboo, which I needed, but now I'm going to have to go buy more. So I just used bamboo rods, pushed them in the ground as much as possible. And I'm going to go get more. I mean, tell me what you guys think. It's not a solid fence, right? The dog could probably push right over, but my dogs are pretty well behaved. But I think it looks a hell of a lot better than it did. There's no bed frame holding it up. I don't need a hodgepodge of a bunch of bricks and sticks, and anyway, it was a mess. You guys saw that. Well, not everybody that's watching right now saw the beginning of the episode, but I showed you the. Well, here, I'll pull up the background. Check it out. Look at in front of the wagon where the edge of the garage is, and then look at this picture here. That's what used to be there. I kind of gave a close-up earlier of this, but it's so much better. Plus, it's a little further away from my plants. So I got maybe another foot or two, maybe 2 feet of yard that way, and then the dogs also can come all the way around the garage where this concrete pad is. So they actually can do an entire loop now, which they couldn't do before. So okay, here we go. Pause it. Look how much cleaner that is. Look how nice and clean. I used a weighted fence post that has that already had the concrete on it that I got from my neighbor who worked in construction. He gave me all the fencing and the fence posts. I just don't want to use that fence permanently because I want to get a privacy fence. And part of the reason is because of what I was talking about earlier. The chain link fence, the grass and the weeds grow up around it, and it's really hard to trim. You know, my weed eater is the kind that has the cable that comes out. You know, the wiring that comes out each side and spins, and that shit will wrap around your chain link fence. It's so crazy. I can make it Sundays at 1. See? There you go. Sundays at 1. Well, I can't. I mean, I'm not gonna. No offense, Colin, but I can't like try and line it up with everyone else. I'm trying to line it up with my schedule, and also we're gonna at 1 o'clock. That would actually put it to where we kind of butt up, almost right up to Twisted Can of Bingo, maybe. I don't know exactly what time they start, but that could be good too. Anyway, but yeah, I think you and a bunch of other people will be more able to make it at 1 o'clock, especially West Coasters. That's one reason I'm going to 1 o'clock is because in the West Coast, it's 10 a.m. at 1 o'clock here. So right now it's 7 a.m. on the West Coast, so it's a little early for everybody, and I try to be as wide of an audience as possible. Although it would be better if I just had more local viewers, you know what I mean, in the same time zone. Anyway, we'll finish this video here. And so I took all this fence out too, but I don't think I took a video of it. This fence post here is what I attached it to, and then it actually goes to my whole back fence. So now this whole area is cleared, and the dogs can walk right through. Took out a bunch of the bushes and shrubbery, and this isn't done yet. I definitely attached it a little bit better than that. I had to make sure Mr. Sprout couldn't wiggle his way out there. Do a poll. Yeah, that's a good idea. I thought about doing a poll, but honestly, everybody's going to say something different. Like at nighttime, when I did my show at night, people said it's too late. If I do my show in the morning, it's too early. Middle of the day kind of cuts my day in half, you know what I mean? It's all relative. Honestly, I could go live at any time of the day, and if I stayed going live at that time long enough, you build an audience at that time, and that's why I went early with it, because I'm trying to be an earlier riser, guys. I don't want to feel like I need to take a nap after I get my son off to school, and that's what I was doing all the time when I did the late show. It just felt like, oh man, I get another hour, and it would take me 2 hours to try and fall asleep. And it's like, no, like then it's noon, and I've wasted my day. So I'm trying to be a little earlier riser, and I think 1 o'clock will still be good for that. I won't have to be up super late. Anyway, rambling, but yeah, it's something I have to worry about, because I like to be consistent, you guys. I don't like to change my time all the time. Like, I don't like to keep changing my schedule. That's why I'm going to talk about it a bunch until I do. Like, I want to make sure people hear me say it before it happens. You know what I mean? Maybe I'll make a post about it or something like that. But yeah, I talked about it last week. I think it's going to be a good idea. I'm actually thinking about moving all my shows to 1 o'clock, except for People in Boxes, of course. And that might be good for a few reasons. I don't know if you guys remember Dr. Heath. Shouts out to Dr. Heath over on X. They're at Therapy Bites. He's been on my show a couple times. I've been on his show and his space, live audio space. He does an audio space every day throughout the week at noon, right at noon until 1 o'clock. And that means I could potentially work a thing where I go over there and hang out and talk to people and then say, okay, come on over and hang out with us for a little while. So it'd be good. They're good. It's good audience that want to learn, and they're a lot, pretty intelligent. So that would be cool. I like to line it up with other shows, and so that way we can be like, you pass on the audience kind of thing. Anyway, I still use this little piece of fence post or whatever that is, kind of help hold it up on top of the strength of the bamboo. My plants are looking crazy. They're looking really good. They're flowering, and I'm not even seeing very many seeds. I thought for sure there'd be a whole bunch of seeds because of the light in my neighbor's garage. Maybe they'll make more as the flowering process goes on. But last year and the year before, you guys probably saw some of it, I literally was building like a fucking sail just to try to block some of the light out from my neighbor's garage. And it would be, it'd get blown over because of the storms and stuff. And it was just a mess. And I'd have to sit there and fix it out the whole time throughout flower. I don't think I'm going to do that this year. I'm looking at all the plants, and they, in fact, let me go back and we'll look at the plants one time. When we, let's see, skip ahead. There we go. So they're huge. This one right in front of us it's got to be 15 feet tall by now, and it leans over a little bit, so it's probably taller. I don't think I got a good picture of them directly outside this week, but and so I broke this limb right here while moving things around, and I wrapped a wire around it to see if it'll, fix itself, repair itself. It might not, and if it doesn't, I'm not really worried about it. It is a nice fat ass branch with a lot of good buds on it, but that's all over the tree. And I don't do this commercially, so I've already got, like, I'm looking at, I'm just guessing, but I'm looking at like 2 pounds, 4 pounds maybe. I don't know. I'm just like a wild guess here, but it could be up to 3 or 4 pounds. With all these plants, there's probably 10 plants here. Yeah, they're a little stretchy, but each one of those branches has a lot of bud sites on it. We'll look at some let's see comments here better. Get a few stakes, pound them in, pale dry. Yeah, okay. Pole driver. You can pull them back up with the pole driver when needed. Pull them back up. So you think I could stake down the bottom of the fence? I mean, that's still, the fence would still come down. What do you mean stakes? This fence shouldn't come down. It's pretty tight. Like it's attached to this bush, and it's attached to the tree over here. So pause it. I took the fencing and I attached, I think, 2 or 3 more pieces of fence together. Right here where my mouse is, there's a break in the fence that goes all the way down that you already saw, and then it's tied to the next piece of fence, and then that next piece of fence is tied to another piece of fence that goes all the way down this length here to the end of the picket fence. See, this picket fence, Sprout can get right through there, so I had to have a fence in front of it. So, but what I'm getting at is this big ass tree is actually connected to those fences now. You can't see it in this video, but I wrapped a wire all the way around the tree and attached it to the fence. So, I mean, it may not be 100% solid, but it's pretty good. I'm gonna put more bamboo in there. Let me get back to some Facebook comments. Let's see, Rick, what's up? Compliment to you. Great time. It was, man. It was good. Good time. Charity for Autism, fucking awesome. Yeah, bro. That's all Leslie. He wants to show the love, and I'm gonna show the love back because he just comes up with this stuff and goes and gets a bunch of people involved, and they're gonna. I think he wants to keep doing these. So there's gonna be. I Oh, that's right. I need to start teasing that. I think we're gonna wait 2 weeks for people to donate and get in on that. I believe only one person right now is in on the big giveaway that Leslie's doing. But I'll talk about that in a little bit here. Let me explain what we're looking at. So I watered the table so much that hole right there had some water in it, and that tells me the table, probably has a little too much water, because the table is slanted towards that end, and I dug a hole so that I could see if there was too much water. I don't have a drain in the table. I should, but I don't. I have it slanted and leaning one direction. Colin said, ask your next door to use a green light bulb. I can't, man. It's a weird light. It's like a tube light that kind of goes like curvy like this. I actually bought. I feel embarrassed to ask him, but I bought green tape that you can kind of see through that would tint it green. I don't know. I don't think it would work out well. Not sure what I was looking at here, but you got the green onions are kind of dying off right there. Did make a bunch of seeds out of them and just let them fall, so hopefully more will pop up. The broccoli is insane. I was supposed to chop it out last week, but I didn't. I want to chop a bunch of that broccoli out. This was a few days ago. It's way worse now. It's just growing up around the plant everywhere, around the light. The plant is growing up around the light. It's crazy. And I have my mint plant right there. I cleaned it up a bit, and I put it over here so that I can water it easier. I realized that I wasn't watering it enough because the water tube goes over to this table, and I don't want to carry it over there. Anyway, logistics. Here's the peppers. They do have a little bit of mites left right there. But you look how they got a lot healthier. Like I chopped off most of this plant, which was destroyed. I had ladybugs and mantis in here, but I can't find any of them anymore. They're all gone. It's an interesting little experiment here, but I'm not too worried about how it turns out. We're just checking it. We're just seeing what happens. Can these plants come back? You can see some new growth on this one, but now that pepper that I'm touching is looking like it's dying. Probably should have picked it, but I don't want to eat it. Just throw it in the garden, I guess. You can bury stuff with spider mites and worms and arthropods and the chitinase in the soil. They won't. I can't say 100% they won't survive, but they shouldn't survive under the soil. Spider mites, anyway. You do have soil mites, and soil mites are actually good. They're good for you. Here's a picture I took on a dog walk. I just thought it was funny, but it's not necessarily funny in this context because this is dried mullein, and I do smoke dried mullein with my flour, and it helps with your lungs. There's more over there. There's a bunch of it, but look at this cola. Holy cow. I thought it was funny. I said, what's wrong with this bud? It kind of looks like cannabis, but it's not. So I posted it. Thought it was funny. Okay, that's actually the pictures I took. I didn't get to take many more pictures after this because of a busy weekend. And I wasn't feeling well Saturday. I didn't get to do much of anything Saturday. I went to my mom's surprise birthday party. That was fun, but didn't really feel good the whole time. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a little live look at the garden with my phone. Like for headlights, that's a good idea. So what I got was this. It's called frog tape, which is kind of ironic because our guy, Frog Hopper, frog tape. It's for like painter's tape, but it's a big old green roll of tape. All right, let me get my phone pulled up to the Rumble Studios. We can go look around. Actually, we kind of just did look around, but I do want to get some watering done. Mess with that after the show. All right. Let's just do this, and let's get our Garden Savvy look in real quick. Putting in the thumbnail from each week. That's kind of what I've been doing. Anybody have a one-piece privacy fence? I have seen them advertise. I think it's made of fiberglass. I don't know though. Alright. Boom. Okay, we got some new posters. Let's see. I was walking in the village and saw this beautiful hydrangea. It smells so nice. Oh, that's nice. Carol says, can anyone tell me why my peppers are growing so small? I have put vegetable feed on the soil. This photo makes them look bigger than they are. They do look like they're deficient in something. They look like my peppers. Maybe she's got spider mites. Let's see what this guy says. John says, what type of peppers are they? Knowing the variety will help diagnose. Ah, you're right. You can also upload... What the heck? Go away. Why does it keep doing that? Okay. Upload your photo and questions into your Garden AI. That's right. That makes sense. These are yellow peppers, yellow sweet peppers, and I have some green bell peppers that are smaller also. The AI might really help out with that one. I'm trying to start my fall garden, but this heat is disrespectful. Oh my god, I already love this. Okay. There you go. Building an outhouse maybe? Wow, there's a lot more posts this week. Even on a dreary day, my son patients are bae. What? Hey, okay, now we got to last week. Here we are. Almost 200 episodes, and we've got 9 awesome people watching right now. Great. So hit that like button. Maybe consider sharing it once. You know, maybe tag a friend. Would be great. Okay. Well, I think that was it on the Garden Savvy. Let's just go back here. Oh, you know what? I didn't make the number post this week. I guess we can do that real quick. And then we can just do the spin, do an extra spin tomorrow or something like that. $8, $25, $25. All right. For those who care, you can go get a number. There you go. Blah, blah, blah. Go subscribe. Blah, blah, blah. You get prizes. You make money off of it. Consider it. Would have picked a big bud off that mullein. I didn't think about it. Bigger roots, bigger fruits, yeah. First flush of pepper. You flush it even if it's in the regular ground? Just in the ground? Interesting. First flush of the first flush of peppers. I see. That makes more sense. Okay, some other conversation. I won't read that. Let's see. Brenda, what's up? You'll see it all tomorrow. We'll show off the entire thing tomorrow. Right now, we're talking plants. We're talking how everybody has to eat. Not everybody has to have cannabis, but everybody has to eat. Alright, so I pinned that. So okay, that's the number post is pinned if anybody wants it. So we will be playing one more week of Harvest Fest. I have an idea for a game next month that I'm going to mess around with. We'll see how it goes. What's going on with Rumble today? Rumble's just like non-existent for me today. What's going on? Did I go with the wrong category or whatever? Let's see. Uh-oh. Sprout's over here dreaming. Let's see. Maybe I can just change category and see what happens. It says news. I didn't put it under news. This is crazy. There's no tags now? What the heck? Okay, maybe that'll kick it back out to people. Alright. I guess we'll do a door prize and we'll have to do the number wheel tomorrow. I guess Diane gets the door. Oh, Diane or Kayla. Kayla, are you still here? Diane, are you still here? Well, I need to know if Diane or Kayla are still here on Rumble, because Rumble gets the door prize. Okay, you're both here. Well, I'm gonna have to do some extra streams this week, I think. Rumble has destroyed my reach for some weird reason. They want to pay me, but then looks like it's gonna be Diane. Are you going to tell me good morning in the private group chat when I'm live? Well, I guess people are just saying good morning to other people, not me. Sprite. All right, congrats, Diane. Only with my lucky hat. Okay. Well, everybody have a good day. We'll see you tomorrow. Everybody's got to eat.
Yeah, this is for my green thumbs in the game. Waylon the indoor farmer, check my name. Sustainability, we about to reclaim. This is how we do it, keep it in the frame. I'm Waylon the farmer, the indoor